Hey guys, welcome to my book's pre-sale email sign-up list. Um, Look, this is kind of a weird club, but you're part of it, and here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the first copies of this book that roll off the press. You're going to get it at a cheap discount price, sale price, for the launch celebration sale. And if you want, you'll get more content. See, you can unsign up for this. Unsign up anytime that you want. If you want, you're going to get on your emails here extra content like this video. This video is just for you guys. Nobody else can view this except if I've sent the link over this email. And it's going to have all the news about the book as it approaches launch. It's going to have insider looks at a bunch of stuff. It's going to have stories and anecdotes, spoilers that are in the book, and probably a bunch more thoughts from me on all this kind of stuff while we're doing this. So it's really exciting to me. This book is going to launch in just a few weeks. But why am I doing all this with the email sign-up list? Firstly, thanks for signing up. This is unorthodox and weird to just be like, guys, I'm going to build an email list, and that's how I'm doing the pre-sale. Here's why I had to do it this way. Because with the way the History Channel works, see, I'm technically still a History Channel employee in some legal way. I don't know exactly how that works, but they've got to approve everything, so that takes a long process. The book is done. The book is written. This is an early proof copy, but it's going to be just a few weeks before I'll get all the final approvals for everything. So in looking at, I wanted to make a pre-sale because I want the book to sell. I want it to go and do well. And to do that, I felt like while the show was going on was the best time to announce all that. But legally, I couldn't go and set a date for a pre-sale and arrange all that to where you could click on the link, buy the copy, and then it would just be sent when it came out. But so I just kind of thought, and I'm like, what do I do? I want to utilize this momentum that the show has. And I thought, I'll just do my own thing, reinvent the wheel. I'm always doing my own thing anyway. So I said, I'm going to make my own pre-sale. I'm just going to make an email list. And then anybody that's on the email list, I'm going to make a special sale just for them. And then I'll just open it up for the public and try to boost it that way. But, so that's what the special price is about. That's what these email updates is about. It's what the list is about. So you guys are going to get just a notification on this email with the link on the first day that it launches. And I'm very close to setting that date. I'm eyeing the middle of October. So just 1 month from now. I'm eyeing that. And I'm hoping that I can get it approved and ready and done by that time and get these copies out to you guys. I want them to be able to be available for Christmas presents, early Christmas presents, and all that kind of stuff. A few people have written and said that that's what they want to do. They want to get it as a Christmas present. So anyhow, I am really excited to present this book to you guys, to tell my story. I've never told my story anywhere until Alone came around, really. Some of my stories are just things that you just don't talk about. Some things about how I was raised. There was questions online about, like, do you know this guy was raised in a cult? Based on a lot of things that I talk about how I was raised. There's a lot of good and bad there. And I've never talked about that kind of stuff. I just didn't want to. But I'm excited now to tell my story. It's got a lot. This book has a lot of me in it. It has a lot of my heart and soul in it. What it is it's the story of Alone told day by day, from day one, from before day one, basically from my audition time, or from the day I decided that I wanted to get on Alone, up and through day 84, I guess. And I told it to the best of my memory. I wrote it all down immediately when I got out, and I remembered really well. Almost everything is within hours or a day of when it really happened in reality, because my memory is pretty close. So it's a whole story of Alone, but all throughout it is my story as well. Growing up, throughout the story of Alone, I will tell stories as they all come up about how I was raised, how I grew up, how I became weird, how I became me, what it was like to face the world not knowing anything about it, not knowing how to order food at McDonald's. I faced the world that way when I left home. That's in here, along with some other stories. And here's where you're going to get a little bit of sneak peek bonus content today. Check out this picture. I've got a picture section in this book. In the center of the book is just a small section of photos so that these stories that I'm going to tell you are true. There's pictures of a lot of them. And one of the craziest stories, I definitely have a picture right here. check this out. The caption on this picture reads, "Gold teeth that fell out of a goat's head." And so this is really great. This really happened. I was with my family in Tajikistan, out in the middle of nowhere in the Pamir Mountains in a village. I'll probably drop the village name here. You might find it on Google, Darshai Village. And I've got a wonderful friend that lives there, very close friend. He and his family live there. We're more like brothers than friends. And so we're staying at his house, and he had spent a lot of time and energy to go up into the mountains and bring a goat down, because it's summer, and all the goats and animals are pastured up on the high mountains at that time. And so he brought one down to the village, because in the culture, it's one of the most friendly and welcoming cultures on earth. And they usually want to make a feast for guests. It's very honorable to do that. And so he brought this goat down. And so the person who usually would kill the goats was gone. So my friend asked me, "Hey, Timber, would you go ahead and kill the goat?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll do it." So I grabbed my pocket knife, and we go out in the yard. It's a little gruesome. So we hang the goat up, and I cut its throat, and then I cut the goat's head off, and its head drops on the ground, thunk, and bling, out from its head pops 3 gold human teeth that you see in the picture there. We all just stare in amazement. I'm looking, blood's dripping off my knife, the goat is there, and I look down, I'm like, what is this? The teeth land right at the feet of the wife of the house there. And she shrieks, "I'm rich!" And she picks up the gold teeth and rushes into the house, slams the door, boom, and I'm standing there with this goat. Its head's on the ground, and I'm like, what just happened? What was that? Literally, these gold teeth came from a goat's head. Did it have it in its mouth? I don't know. I've got no explanations for this story. And there's no explanations for a lot of the stories that you're going to read in this book, Memoir of a Wild Man, because it's a memoir of a wild man. Anyhow, I'm just greatly honored that you guys would... Anyways, that story about the goat is in this book, along with many, many other funny, weird anecdotes scattered throughout the Alone story. I'm very honored that you guys would sign up on this email list. I really hope that on launch day that you guys will get this book and really enjoy it. I hope like crazy that it'll be fun and inspiring to you guys in some way. So here we are celebrating this Memoir of a Wild Man, launching soon. We're eyeing the middle of October, to say that once more. And you're going to get an email notification on this email link right here with a link to the book the moment it goes live. And you guys will all get the first looks at all this kind of stuff. So look for a couple more emails like this during these next few weeks before launch date. Hopefully in my next announcement, I'll publish the date that it's going to launch right there. So we're just working all this out day at a time. But thank you guys.